leave her Twinter. Then his thoughts, feelings, and ponderances on that one. I will be and not so secret hole. Spanish. We're not going to talk about this because just done a workout and I had a shower and my face has not calmed down. So yes, I've just said we're not talking about it, and I did, but it is what it is. But welcome, friends, to another weekly vlog where I'm supposed to read. What is this? Why does my face do that? Oh, you look like a tomato. Oh, you don't know why. But we have some books to share with thee today. I'm gonna shuffle those good old cat this way. I'm gonna show you the lovely edition of Babel, wherever you're from, however you say it. 'Tis this book by Arif Kwang, and I am seriously, and Danny said the same thing, I'm really regretting not going to one of her signings, because as soon as we both started reading this, the immersive, like, I can't explain, I don't know how authors do it. There's KJ Sutton does it, Ryan Cahill does it, John Gwynne does it. They just bring you into the story and make you feel things. You can get easily attached to the characters, and I always have an impending sense of doom when that happens, because 9 times out of 10, if you read epic high fantasy or that kind of thing, you will know that at least somebody that you like is gonna die. So I'm going into this thinking that I've fallen in love with some characters, and I'm feeling certain things, and one of them is gonna get hurt or dead. Unfortunately, I'm feeling that way, because I know that this breaks people, and I'm literally on chapter 3. I'm buddy reading this with the lovely Danny from Danny's Book World, and we just conversated via the WhatsApps and the voice notes on the WhatsApps. And I've also voice noted Chloe my thoughts and feelings and ponderances for the first 3 chapters, and just both loving it. And we both love the Poppy War. Danny's currently reading the Poppy War. I've read the Poppy War. I can't wait to get hold of and read the 2 books. We're going to buddy read them. I'm going to try and get them next month out of some birthday money probably. I'm going to get books 2 and 3, and we're going to buddy read. A buddy read books 2 and 3. And I don't know, she just has a way of writing, and she shows you things. She doesn't talk at you, and she's teaching you things. Same as Poppy War, she teaches you things about history, and in this book, academics and translation and different languages, and it doesn't feel like you're being taught anything. It just feels like you're listening to a friend tell a fun story. I don't know how to describe it. It's really weird but immersive, and if I wasn't buddy reading this, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'd have just binged this. But I'm kind of liking discussing my thoughts with Danny. I'm going to be like giving Chloe my thoughts day by day. I think I'm going to really enjoy it with this, especially because in such a short space of time I have so many thoughts, and I think I'm going to really enjoy just soaking up all of this Arif Kwang is giving me. She's serving a lot in this book, dear. I'm not mad at it at all. The next book, King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair, and yes, I did mention this in my TBR. I've read this and I gave it a 3 stars because I thought it was very average. And past Lisa, what were you on? What were you taking? What were you thinking? Again, on day 1 of a buddy read of this with Lindsay Jardine. I will leave her Twitter linked down below. We are only on day 1, and she's read slightly ahead. It's not me for once. I'm still catching up with today's pages. What I've read so far, I don't know why I gave this a 3 originally, because this is more than a 3. Probably won't be a 5-star unless things get like ridiculously better, but it's definitely at least a 4. It's gonna be a 4. I'm already loving a character that I shouldn't love, but it is what it is, you know. We do love a morally grey character, don't we? So this, I haven't told you what this is about. This is about a young girl called Isolde who lives in a world where vampires are slowly taking over all the different towns and cities and places. Her dad rules a place called Lara, and she is a very feisty, you could call her a feminist. She's very independent. She doesn't want to get married. She likes going out and doing whatever. She likes to sleep with people when she wants, and she doesn't want to be betrothed to anyone, and she makes the mistake of sleeping with somebody that kind of becomes controlling at times. And trigger warnings for, it's not abuse, I wouldn't say, would I? Unwanted sexual advances, and there obviously it's a you know, as always, there's very sexist opinions in this book from the males and females, for that respect, for that matter, and the females. Yeah, so it actually does tell you what is gonna happen on the synopsis. So basically, she agrees, in order to end the war, that she will marry Adrian, the Blood King, Vampire King, so that all of Lara can be saved. And he's promised that if she marries him, he won't harm anybody. But we know the vampire's a sniggy. He has another agenda, obviously, and she can't help the burning attraction to him. This is a smutty book. Within the first couple of chapters, there is a playing the fiddle of sorts by herself. So, and it doesn't shy away from using certain words. So again, spice rating, adult, high, gonna be at least 4. Just so. And those two are the buddy reads I've got going on this week. But you're thinking, Lisa, 2 books? No. Don't think so. And you would be right. You would be very right. I'm not just reading 2 books this week. I am considering reading something else. I'm thinking, because I've only got 200 pages left, I might read this. So because those 2 are buddy reads and I'm already almost finished today's pages of King of Battle and Blood, and I have finished today's pages of Babel, I'm gonna probably sit down and read some of this, and I might read this on sprints tomorrow night as well, just to get these last 200 pages read, and that'll be another book ticked off my TBR. Wish me luck, guys and gals and non-binary pals, because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. This is just not okay. But if I get all the books that I want to read for the readathon next week, I can start early with the books that I want to read, that I've still got yet to read. Oh, and I haven't updated you yet. I read, oh my god, what's going on with my bloody mouse? I read and finished Voice of War yesterday. 5 stars, absolutely brilliant. Voice of War was the audiobook that I was gifted by Zack Argyle for signing up to, was it his newsletter, I think, and it's just, the magic system in this is just so well thought out. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's not something I've ever come across before. People are either born with sapphire eyes or emerald eyes or brown eyes, when they're called achromats. They don't have any magic, or thread magic as it's called. But if you're born with green eyes, you can pull on green threads and emerald threads, and if you are born with blue eyes, you can pull on sapphire threads, and you are known as a sapphire. As far as we know at the beginning of this book, these are the 2 only types of thread weaver that you can be. But stuff goes down, things occur, bing bang bong, bish bash bosh, epic fantasy, travel, adventure, scary stuff all happens, and I am in love with the main characters. I'm scared for the main characters, and the ending, sir. Mr. Argyle, we need words. You made me feel things. I can't say anything without spoiling it, so all I'm going to say is the ending of book 1. Gimme book 2 right now. I do need all these in physical copies. I will be purchasing all these in physical copies, but if book 1 is anything to go by, I am going to adore book 2 and 3 as well. And Chelsea from Not So Secret Bookaholic also loves this series, so bish bash bosh, jobs are good in it. I don't like you saying bish bash bosh, but here we are. So I've read Voice of War, which is one that I've had on my list for a while. And for some reason, I've not written any other books for my September TBR that I need to read, other than the indie books that I wanted to read. I don't know why I've done this on my core pile. I am basic as fuck. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna have some food and listen to some more of an audiobook. I need to finish my pages of King of Battle and Blood, and then for tonight, I know that I said I will move on to Ilborn, but I'm probably not gonna. Tonight I'm probably gonna move on to Of Darkness and Light, because I need to read that and Exile before A War of Ruin comes out in. He's still got it scheduled for December as far as we're aware. So I want to be up to date, I want to be on it. I still don't have the physical copy in my hand. I need to find out when Broken Binding are getting back in stock, because I ordered one. I know that this one won't be signed, but fingers crossed at some point Ryan's going to come to the UK and I can give him the book to sign myself. Then that's what I'm hoping. I'll just email him and be like, please come to the UK just for one person so I can get this signed. No, I'm not going to really. I'm not that idiotic. But hopefully Ryan Cahill will do a UK tour, but he has only just moved to Australia, so the likelihood of that happening anytime soon is probably very, very small. That is my reading update so far. I finished Voice of War. I have finished, since my last update, on the end of my last vlog, I think it was. I read Thursday Murder Club last week. I need books 2 and 3, like ASAP Rocky. What the hell? So cute and just so full review coming soon. At some point I'm going to sit down. I would normally do this on a Wednesday night, but I've got a live show for Memory of Souls. But at some point I'm going to sit down and film the reviews of the books that I've read that I really want you to know more about. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'm going to go because my battery's dying. Peace out, friends. Hi. As you can tell, I'm doing my hair. It's Tuesday. You couldn't tell it was Tuesday obviously because it's just a vlog clip. I don't know what I'm talking about. But hello, welcome. It is Tuesday and I have some reading updates. Babble, second day's pages. We've met some other people, which I'm really liking. I have also read today's pages plus more of King of Battle and Blood. Now listen, don't at me. Lindsay got ahead of me, so I'm just catching up to Lindsay at this point. So yeah, it's probably not going to be a 5 stars, but it's definitely going to be a 4. I don't know why I rated this a 3 before. I must have just been on moody Lisa today, because I don't know. I do think that attraction and the need for him is a little bit too quick, but I can't say anything without spoiling, so there's reasons. I don't know, it's good. It's better than what I last remember. However, I was gifted A Touch of Darkness and I've been told that it's supposed to be a Persephone retelling. It's not really Persephone retelling, so we'll have to see about that one, whether I like that one. I am reading Of Darkness and Light. I did go back to the beginning and start again. I'm now on chapter 6 question mark, and I am loving being back with Kaelin and Valeris. I just need a Valeris. That is all. Get me a Valeris and I will be happy. It's not physically possible, but please do. If you don't know, read the book and then you'll find out what I mean by Valeris, because the bond, so good. So I'm really enjoying that. I've bleached and re-dyed my hair today. I am still liking the orange, but I think next time I'm gonna get my hair chopped, and then I think I'm gonna go like a light pink colour instead. Keep the aesthetic with the clothing black, but then just go more pastel or pinky with my hair colour. That's what I think. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Bada bing, bada boom. So I do have quite a lot left. I do have quite a lot left of Untitled Light. I don't even want to finish it this week, but I did want to pick up a physical read, so I don't know. I do have a full day of apprenticeship tomorrow, which means I could get a good chunk of that read. But this is a book that I'm going to need to focus on. Ideally, I'm going to pick up an audiobook that I don't need to focus too much on. I might try and read Untitled Light tomorrow at work and just see how I go. See if I can still follow along with the story. I just get really immersed with the characters with that, so I kind of like to just be me, myself and I. We've got, not that you can see this from where you are, and we've got Curse of Dark and Lonely, Full Metal Alchemist and Amara that are all for next week. And these two are physical read. I could try and start the archived. The audio is on Scribd, so might try that. I've just come off live with Meg, Saibhan, Dana and Jem. Danny did leave early, but Jem, Saibhan and Meg stayed till the end. We had a little chat after we came off, and I love doing lives on a Tuesday. I love doing lives weekly and just chatting with friends and having a proper catch up. I mean, we do talk back and forth on group chats during the day, but it's nice just getting a lot of time where we're not distracted by other things other than readings during the sprints, and we can just have a chat about many different things. It's just fun. I really enjoy it. And I had a bit of a, oh my god, I don't know what to do kind of moment, because in McCaw came onto my life. If you don't know who Emma McCaw is, she is the author of Mina and the Undead. So she's popped in and she commented that she was writing, and I was just sat there like, oh, great. I think it was probably pretty noticeable that I was just kind of like, but I didn't know what else to say. I don't know if anyone else in the comments noticed. Nobody mentioned it, but I don't know if they were the same as me, where I was like, I didn't want to draw attention to it because it might have like embarrassed her. She was going to like leave. I was just like, I appreciate everyone that comes on my lives, but that moment was very much a, what? I'm a nobody. What is this? So that was fun. Mina and the Undead is on my wish list. I've removed it and re-added it so it's at the top of my wish list now. I was going to get it at Yelp, but you know, money. Didn't have enough. So I'm going to be probably getting that in time for October maybe, so that I can try and add it to my TBR in October. But I think I've decided to let Jem do some of my TBR. I don't know whether I'm going to regret this. I'm already picking up John Mars for her. And Bunny. Well, we wanted to read Bunny anyway. I need to actually buy a Bunny. That's another thing, isn't it? Another thing altogether. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I need to go. I'm gonna go. Bye. Hi guys, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. And I have mail. So this is an order. Catherine, the enabler, sent a link into the group chat and was like, I can't not buy these. And then I saw them and I was like, I can't not buy these. So I'm just gonna slide my hand. Oh, these are so cutely packaged as well. They're from Alice Illustrate. Can you see that? How cute is this? I don't want to break the sticker, so I'm gonna nicely peel that off. Oh, I've got an extra little thing in here. So these, look at that. How cute is that one? That was so cute. And then, how adorable. That's the back of that one. And that's just the back of that one. So, these are just so adorable. But it looks like she's also included. Oh. 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 I don't know if it's all. But there's a little, this is actually a thank you card. It says, thank you for your support on my shop. It this and the spooky launch. I hope that you love your new bookmarks. And then there is a 10% code for future purchases, so I will keep this somewhere safe of my next purchase. And then there was this cute little sticker. This can go on my Halloween journal. And then these little stickers. Yeah, they are individual stickers. These can go on my journal for my October spreads that I'm doing for the readathons that I'm taking part in. That was a fun little mail that wasn't books. But then we've got this, and I'm not holding my breath. I'm hoping this is Amari and the Great Game, because that's what it's supposed to be. But as we all know by last week's vlog, the Waterstones are not the best at the moment. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, this is so much prettier in person. I'm a little bit disappointed by the fact that these are not glittery edges like the first edition, or the first book. But I am so excited, and it is signed by B.B. Alston. This is second in the series. I don't know if it's just a duology, but if you remember, like when this first came out, it blew up, and I think there's either a series or a film coming out. But then look at the artwork on the end paper there. How cute is that? Oh, this is adorable. And look at this little foiled, well, purple. Obviously, as you know, purple is one of my favourite colours. So although it's not sparkly edges, it's still beautiful. And you know what, I'm actually becoming a fan of orange as well. And purple and orange together just go really well, don't they? So this is my first book in a couple of months from Waterstones, and it's my first one in a couple of weeks that's turned up correctly. So let's all just clap for Waterstones for not fluffing up my order again. Reading wise, I have finished King of Battle and Blood, and so has Lindsay. I'm letting it ruminate, but I think it's going to be a 4 stars. I think. I don't know why it's a 4 and not a 5, it's just a feeling. So it's going to be a 4, but 4's still good. 4's still a very good rating. I'm going to be using these 2 bookmarks the whole of October. And I've got, let me have a look on my phone. I am now 10 chapters in to Of Darkness and Light, almost at the end of chapter 10. So I've got 9 hours left of that. Tonight I've got the Memory of Souls live show with Chelsea. Kate unfortunately is not well, so Kate will be joining us, but it'll be me and Chelsea. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'll be reading today's Pages of Babel. I will then continue with the Darkness and Light once I've been on the live show with Chelsea. And I think that's it. I'm gonna make some stew, not that this is book related, but I've got some diced beef and I'm gonna pop it in the slow cooker for a couple of hours and just make a stew or a casserole type thing. I think my tea, boil some veg, and then that'll be me done. Another thing with, I'm not gonna show you my address, but Royal Mail are being very annoying. This is the third parcel that hasn't been delivered, but this time this was through my door. So normally if they don't want to walk up the stairs, they'll claim they've left me a card, but they haven't. I'll just get the email saying, we've attempted delivery, we've left you a card, do you want to rebook? And I'm so thankful for the emails now, because I can then just rebook. Had I not had the option and selected the option to send me an email with tracking, I wouldn't have had these parcels. So I think one of them is Liv's. I don't know what the other two are, but this one could have just left them outside my door, where he left the Waterstones parcel, but he just didn't leave this. And the only time I can rearrange it for is Saturday. On this one was Monday, so I've had to rearrange this one for next Wednesday, because I'm going to try and see if I can work from home on that day to do my apprenticeship. Otherwise I'm screwed, because I'm at my parents' house next weekend as well. So I'm only home this Saturday, and I've got to wait for 2 parcels to come, and then I'm going to have to see if I can work from home next week on Wednesday, so I can wait for this parcel. I mean, I don't know why Royal Mail is striking, but it's frustrating. I mean, at the end of the day, cost of living's going up for everybody. There's good and bad parts of every single job, but if you don't want the job, just I don't understand. It frustrates me. Strikes in general frustrate me, because they're saying we're doing it for the people, we're doing it for the working people, but it's the working people that you're affecting by striking. Don't get me started. I need to woosah, because yeah, it's the working people that you're affecting at the end of the day when you strike. So make that make sense. It doesn't exactly. Anyway, rant over. I'm gonna continue making some notes on the Memory of Souls for the live show, and then I'm gonna start listening to Of Darkness and Light for an hour before we go live. Actually no, I'm gonna listen to Babel. I'm gonna listen to Babel while I make my tea. I need to finish my application for a civil service job as well before the 19th. So I'm going to try and focus on that at the weekend. But this weekend I am also going to try and film my wrap up, and I'm going to try and start Books on a Beat again, which I did 2 months of and then just didn't do. Sorry. I do enjoy doing makeup, and now I feel more confident in myself and stuff. I probably will go back to doing the makeup, so I'm going to do the Books on a Beat wrap up. I need to edit my haul. I need to then film a couple of reviews. So if I can bulk film this weekend, then I am going to be ahead of myself, I think. And I'm going to try and make Wednesdays review days for books. I don't know what Friday videos are going to be. It can be anything, but I think Wednesday's going to be review day, Monday's going to be vlog day, Tuesday is live day. I think that's how I'm going to work it. Let me work it. I'm gonna keep this as well, this little sticker. And I will be ordering from this lovely lady again. It came so quick. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go, because I keep babbling. Bye. I made a joke, babbling. I'm reading babble. Hey. I'm just popping in to say, today I went to Sainsbury's. Story time! I went to Sainsbury's for my lunch because I made lunch and I forgot to take it to work because I'm basic. So I didn't want to go to Sainsbury's at first because normally when I used to go to Sainsbury's I'd buy a sandwich with lots of cheese and mayo, or I'd get a Caesar wrap, which isn't really healthy even though it has lettuce in it. Or I would just go get a pot noodle or something really bad. And when you're hungry, you're not supposed to shop when you're hungry. This is a long-winded way of me saying I went to Sainsbury's for my lunch. And I bought healthy stuff. Yay for me. I made good choices. Yes. For the most part, this may turn out to be a good purchase, but I was wandering through the aisles to get my parents' birthday cards because my mum's birthday is on the 29th and my dad's on the 17th. So I thought if I get the cards now, here's how I'm procrastinating from telling you this. This fell into my basket. I don't know much about the book other than I saw this and I was like, ooh, middle grade adventure. And then I saw this. This was in Sainsbury's, guys. Sainsbury's. I mean, Sainsbury's for £4.50. £4.50 for stenciled edges. Yes, it's a paperback, but it's stenciled edges. I couldn't get over it. I was like, Lisa, are you going to pass up on a bargain? And I was like, Lisa, no, I'm not going to pass up on a bargain. So this went in the basket. And now it's in my house. I need to find space on my shelves because I don't currently have space. If I want to double stack, I can double stack. But I feel like this needs pride of place. But I haven't read the synopsis yet, so shall we read this together? We shall. This is The Elemental Detectives by Patrice Lawrence, and let's review the back of the synopsis. So step into a world where magic sparks beneath the surface. Can we just sold me at magic? See, elemental spirits, the fiery dragons, the airy fumies. I don't know what they are. I'm guessing they're the things that are on there, maybe. The watery chads and the earthbound magogs. I'm loving this synopsis already. Have existed peacefully alongside humans for hundreds of years. Until today. A sleeping sickness hangs heavy in the air and monsters stir in dark corners. But who is to blame? Maurice and Robert are the elemental detectives, chasing clues to avoid catastrophe, facing a riddling dragon, a tentacled plague monster from the deep, and the ghosts of Hyde Park in their race against time mission to solve the mystery of the millennium. Sophie Anderson has said, brilliant, history and fantasy woven magnificently into a thrilling magical adventure. I mean, Sophie Anderson, blurb in the back. Come on. If I hadn't have loved the aesthetic in the first place, that alone would have made me pick this up. But also, can we appreciate that the writing is all like dark and it talks about monsters, and that like, you see that like there's like hidden foiling type thing on the back, and it's on the front as well, so there's foiling on the front. But can you see, I don't know if you can see that it's not catching it on the front, but it's similar on the front than it is on the back as well, and it makes a pattern. So did I buy this purely for aesthetics originally? Yes. But do I think it's still gonna be amazing? But all I've just seen in the back, and it says 10 strange facts that inspired the elemental detectives. So it tells you what the different species are and a bit about the species. So I think I might read that first so I can get a bit more of an idea on the species, maybe, possibly. I don't know when I'm going to pick this up though. I do want to at some point do a middle grade read, but because I am doing my TBR game next year, one of the categories of the age variety is going to be middle grade. So I'm gonna obviously keep track, she says, of books that I receive in, and I will hopefully be able to get more middle grade on my shelves, on my TBRs for next year, because the game will help with this. Because I get fixated when I'm in moods for things. I have a very addictive personality and I get fixated and then I get burnout. It's what I do. I don't know why I do this, but I do. So I will fixate on like fantasy for a while, and then I will fixate on contemporary for a while, and then I might have a mix of both, and then I might just want to read fantasy romance and then not read anything because I can't find fantasy romance that I like, and then I might just dip into a bit of smut. But I can't focus on more than 2 types of books at a time. So I could do a contemporary and a fantasy, and then an adult and YA, and then a middle grade, because obviously there's different levels in there. Yeah, me personally, let's just go into a talk about my mindset, shall we? Come with me. So my mindset has to be set going into a book, which is why I like to know a little bit about the book beforehand. I don't need to know everything. I need to know if it's YA, adult, dark, like a light fantasy, you know, smutty, not smutty, what's the opposite of smutty, clean, whatever, non-spicy. I like to know those kinds of things before going into it, whether it's a sapphic romance or political, or like, do you know what I mean? I need to know those little bits before going in, so that I can go into it knowing, oh, this is a questing book. There's going to be lots of travelling. It's an adult fantasy. There's war and politics involved. So I need to get into a mindset for this kind of book. So I can only do that. I can just about do that with YA and adult. I wouldn't be able to throw in middle grades as well at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So then, because I'm in the mood for a lot of adult fantasy, my other options tend to be adult contemporaries, or some YA quick reads, or manga, which I don't really know what genre to put that under. Probably a bit of fantasy. Do you know what I mean? You get what I mean, don't you? You do, I think, if I'm making sense. Probably not, because when do I ever? So I really need to sort myself out in life and in general, and maybe have a week set aside for some middle grade reading. But yeah, I just came on to ramble for 5 minutes about this book and my reading tastes. Obviously, I'm basic as fuck. Reading update, quick reading update. I have continued to read Babel. Me and Danny both missed our days yesterday, our pages for yesterday. So we're both catching up today. I've got 1 chapter left, but I also need to edit my video for tomorrow. I also bulk filmed tonight. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. I think I filmed 5 reviews or 4 reviews. So they're not going to go out all at once. They are going to go out over the next few weeks on a Wednesday, provided that I can get all them edited this weekend. They're going to go out every Wednesday. And then my Friday videos, I don't know what I'm going to do for my Friday videos. I still need to do my books on a beat. I've already mentioned this in the previous clip, I think. So I might film that this weekend, and then I might go next Friday. I'm going to start doing some tag videos. Lotte has tagged me in the 50 questions again. I think I've been tagged in that once by Becca. Or was it Jem? Or both? I can't remember. But I'm really eager to do that, because it's a bit about me. It's not just about, like, it's something not about books. But I did also print off and find and print off a number of different types of book tags and all the questions relating to these book tags. So I will hopefully at some point be bulk filming some book tag videos. Some will go up now, some would potentially go up in a couple of months. I might put some in, mix it in the Vlogmas content. So that's the plan. I'm gonna go. I'm 4 minutes into a 20-minute video that I need to edit. So thank you for joining me on this rant about pretty much nothing other than a really pretty book and my reading eccentricities. Oh, this is why I'm single, guys. Peace out. Hi guys, coming in with a wrap up of this week's vlog. Yes, it's Saturday, but I am at my friend's house tomorrow till Monday, so this is a very late check-in and a very late night I'm gonna have editing and scheduling this video because I'm a last minute queen. But we have finished babble. And if you've seen any of my posts in the last hour, Argyle broke my black heart into a million pieces. I'm not sure if it can be fixed, but I'm just yeah, just all I can say is 5 stars of pure unadulterated amazingness. The way that she writes characters, the building of the world, the atmosphere, the everything, I never thought I would love, I mean, I've always loved languages, but I never thought I would be so interested in the Latin and Greek. My wheelhouse is French, Spanish and German. Like, those are the 3 languages that I've always wanted to learn. And I did start learning French and German in school. I did start learning Spanish last year and got a decent streak on Duolingo, then I just failed at life. But Latin and stuff, I never thought I would enjoy learning about that, and I never really went into the history of languages and that kind of thing. But this book, the way that she writes the characters and the way that she explains the languages, the origins of the language and that kind of thing, I make it sound boring, but it's not. The way that she introduces it into the narrative of the book, it's not like she's talking at you, it's like she's showing you into the brains of academics. And I know not what to say or do with my life and brain right now. I'm shooketh to my chorus. But then, look it! I'm so pretty! But that's that. That's that. Let's have a look at the other book that we read this week. King of Battle and Blood by Scarlet Sinclair. I reread this and I have no idea why on God's green earth I gave this 3 stars before. Maybe I was slumpy, maybe I was in a bad mood, it may have just been the wrong timings. I listened to this on audiobook, buddy read it with Lindsay. Oh, by the way, this is a buddy read with Danny from Danny's Book World. I will leave her link below. I will leave Lindsay's Twitter below as well. But yeah, we both ended up reading ahead and finishing this way earlier than we thought we were going to do. I don't know. I honestly have no words for why I did not pay attention to this properly. It was so good. I don't know what rating I gave it. Let me just double check what I messaged Lindsay. I think it was 4. Yeah, it was 4. I haven't put it through a cop out yet, but it's definitely a 4 star for me. Didn't give me 5 star feels because I feel like things happened I did like the overall pacing of the actual storyline, but I feel like the connection happened a little bit too quickly. Things are explained further down the line as to why that potentially might have been a thing. However, it still was not something. I'm never really into this insta-lovey type situation, even though he is a vampire. Sorry, this follows a girl called Isolde, who is the princess of a land that is then taken over by Adrian, the Blood King, who is a vampire. And yeah, I know, we all know how it works with vampires and their looks and that kind of thing, but it was still too insta-lovey for me, even though there are reasons why it's, and I'm not going to do spoilers, I just nearly hit myself in the face again with the book. But yeah, this was a thing. This was a thing, and this was a 4, this was a 5. Overall, my reading has been really good this year. There's been a few 3s, a couple of DNFs. I'm trying to find my Bookopoly readathon thing. I have also listened to and finished. I started Voice of War last week. I finished Voice of War this week. That was also a book that had me in tears quite a lot and on the edge of my seat a lot of the time as well. That is Voice of War by Zack Argyle. Amazing book. Definitely getting it in hardback. I was gifted the audio when I signed up to his newsletter, I think, and 100% Chris is just, I want him to be my friend and protect me. But I finished that as well. I forgot about that for a second there, because I haven't updated my co-pile sheet in a while, and I haven't written it down specifically here, because this is a readathon tracker. So I can't wait to get Little Inklings Designs books, like diary for next year, which is releasing on the 7th of October, 4 PM our time. So excited that next year I'll be able to keep track of my actual TBR that's written down, instead of relying on Dad's brain, which we all know is just a pile of mush 99.9% of the time. Can barely read comments, let alone books. Probably why I prefer audiobooks, never mind. Anyway, so I've also got, let me just check how many chapters in I have gotten on chapter, I think I'm on chapter 15 now, because I think I went back a chapter by mistake. I'm on chapter 15 of A Darkness and Light. I should hopefully finish that on the morrow. That's about 8 hours left of the audio. So what I'm going to do is, I've been getting up really early just because body clock is a thing. It just wakes me up at 7 o'clock on a non-work day. Yay! But I will be reading that, and I will be going to see my friend tomorrow as well. So hopefully tomorrow, if not Monday, I should finish that. But then next week is a Wayward Son-a-thon, and I'm so excited to get involved in that. Carry on my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are done. I will be singing that so much next week. You'll be bored of me. Sorry in advance. But I've now finished my pull pick from Bookopoly, which is Shadow and Magic. Almost finished my fantasy pick, which is Of Darkness and Light. And I still need to finish House of Always, Dragon Keeper and Owen Rising. Owen Rising is an ebook. Dragon Keeper and House of Always I do have on audio and physical. I'm doing good with Bookopoly so far. We're on week 2. I've finished my second book of Bookopoly, as well as other books that weren't on Bookopoly, that were just on my general TBR. I haven't started Tori's book yet, and I can't remember what her prompt was. I'm gonna have to look back through my TBR. I've been able to forget a book that feels that. I do have to listen to The Hunger Games at some point. I found The Hunger Games on audio. I think it was BookBeat, and I will be listening to that. Not next week, obviously, because it's Wayward Son-a-thon and Rainbow Readathon. If I can finish all the books I need to read within that time, I will pick up another book off my TBR. But as it stands at the moment, there's 2 readathons I'm going to focus on next week, which will be fine. Today, what I have done is a lot of filming. And you all know I do love to film, but editing me is... she's struggling to come alive at all. I filmed today. I can't speak properly. I filmed my books on a beat, which is why my face looks done up. I have filmed 3 videos that will be going out, not on my normal upload days, because I've obviously left it a little bit late to be able to release it one video per week, but they are 3 videos where you will be picking my TBR for certain vlogs. So keep your eyes peeled for that, for those 3 videos. And then the other day I did also film a number of individual book reviews as well. So I do have quite a bit of content left to edit and upload, so that's good. I've pre-filmed quite a bit. I'm gonna have to start pre-filming for Christmas soon, so I need to get my butt in gear to work out what I'm gonna be doing with that. That's everything. So I've got almost halfway through Darkness and Light. I finished Voice of War. I've started and finished Babel and King of Battle and Blood. That's it. So I'm quite happy with what I've done this week. I don't feel like I've read a lot, but then when I think about it, I have. Yeah, anyway, that's me rambling. I will leave you with quote of the week. Go out and fucking smash it. Anyway, I'm gonna see you all next week with another vlog as usual. You'll see this face less than up and more like the troll I usually am. It is but a mask that I put on my face. Scary when I don't wear it.